First cut came out all right, but it still wasn't quite enough to fit the exhaust, so I'm still going one more round. But already something about it just doesn't look a little bit better. It just that corner, the way it was kind of weird. It was all over, a little odd. Got the S2 Concepts underbelly after all that cutting, finally installed, and came out all right. This was the main area that needed to be trimmed just to clear the exhaust. I'm thinking maybe somehow the way it mounted, because it's designed to mount with their race fairing, it must have mounted higher to where it was tweaked at a different angle to where that was down. I don't know, but I had to cut quite a bit off of there to make it fit clean, but it looks good. That just needs to be cleaned up. That was actually like that. This seems to be the original finish. I didn't cut anything starting until around here, I think. Whatever it was in the early part of the video there. But this is like the original finish. They said it's just a black gel coat. Here's, I found there on their website, so it's basically, let's see here. So yeah, it looks pretty much the same. And then you can see right there, they've got the Dew's connector things, and I wasn't able to really use a Dew's connector because where this is, it's a recess. You need kind of like a flat surface for those connectors. I didn't want to drill it out in case somehow I ended up using those still. So the biggest screw I could fit was like an M4 with some washers that I have holding it together on either side. And then on this side I needed to drill a little hole right there because there's kind of a plastic part on the inner part of the fairing that sticks out. And then on that side, same thing, a tiny little hole. See that? But yeah, it says right on there, it says, please note this product is intended and it's not compatible with the original parts of the motorcycle and can only be installed with the full S2 Concept fairing kit. So it's not entirely true, although it wasn't super easy. So if I decide to keep it, I'll probably just take off the Dew's connectors and put a slightly bigger, like an M6, to hold them together. Something I just don't love about these things is that, like, this is the stock line and this same company makes that extension kit, and I feel like they made the full belly look like the stock belly with an extension kit. It just doesn't look as holistic as it could or should, in my opinion. It's just kind of odd. I don't know what they're thinking, but fits nice with that Evo guard. I like how that's just nothing, keeps it clean underneath. Let's see on this side. close to the back tire. Can barely fit 2 fingers in there. So, I guess for now I'll leave it like that. I might throw some primer and a coat of paint on it. I'm not sure. Just some satin. And then here's a random score on eBay. I was just looking and I somehow came across this race fairing that's got these emblems clear coated. Pretty nice. It looks, maybe it was used, but it seems super brand new. I got this for like 50 or 60 bucks just randomly. I couldn't not buy it, so we'll see. I'll probably throw it on. I don't know. I don't love the super graphic style of bikes, but this is pretty cool. Front fender, and I actually got a supposedly OEM carbon fiber one from AF1, and then I ended up sending it back because it had a bunch of like blemishes here. It was like the weave was just jacked up. And then here's this is actually, I bought this on the AF1 on their used section of their site. It was pretty much mint condition. I got it for like $100. I believe this comes from the Stars and Stripes edition. And here's something kind of funny is you could see inside of there, even from the factory, the paint, they didn't even paint all the way in there. It would kind of bug me a little bit if I had one of those Stars and Stripes, I guess, but this thing's pretty sweet. I don't know, so even with these dumb little things on there. So maybe I'll throw that front fender on and bring it outside and see what it looks like. Those little holders aren't that critical. This stuff's pretty stiffly in there. Not too worried about it. Just gotta get some tape on this guy and then squeeze it in.